Live now? Is that how it works? What is up, everybody? Good morning.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I don't know. Just smile. The smile and nod. Smile and nod look pretty.
The car. Oh, brother, I got face for radio. You're asking for too much.
All right. Hopefully we are live, you guys. Blank chip says still loading, so let's try do a refresh.
Let me refresh. Oh, we're live, dude. We've been live. What are we talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, everybody was having problems in the studio with yesterday, right? Am I right? I mean, Midnight, you guys had problems with it. I saw.
Yeah,
right?
I had to cancel coffee in the morning. It was not kicking over whatsoever.
Oh, that is the worst. I hate when that happens. You know, the only thing that's worse than that, and like Rumble Studio, we love you. I talk about it all the time. We love you. Like, you're my favorite thing in the world. The lack of compression when you push my videos to other platforms and even to it's fantastic. Like I love the lack of compression and the direct RTMP, but sometimes you make me sad. And the worst time that you made me sad, and I will hold on to this forever. I think Rumble actually, Chris, you owe me like $10. So just know that. I had the greatest ad read of all time. I was in a front page feature, and the Westwood One ad came up, and it was like a $14.25 ad read.
Congratulations.
For football, for the NFL. And it's like, and I'm crushing it. It's like, oh, if you want the NFL, go to Westwood One. There's my son who's bringing me water. Thank you, son. And I do the ad read and everything's perfect. And then the ad read never registers. And I go back and I watch my VOD and this hasn't.
We got to follow. Sorry. I need to change that.
That is. I don't know why, but the guy licking his beard just made me feel things.
Yeah.
I go to check my VOD. And over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, this is probably in September now. August, because we're going to be football season. Rumble, at like the 3-hour mark, I would lose lip sync in my audio. Like my audio would lose sync. And then 20 minutes after that, I would lose audio totally. And then 20 minutes after that, the stream would just crash. It would shut down.
Interesting.
So that was happening while I was doing my $15 ad read, $14 ad read. But here's the crazy thing. RTMP pushed it through. It was perfect on Twitter. Like on Twitter, perfect. No issues. It never crashed. It never went down. It never lost lip sync. It was just in Rumble. It made me sad, guys. It made me sad. That's my opening studio rant. Sorry, Rumble. I don't mean to be mean.
Valid.
No, that's totally fine. But good morning, you guys. If you guys do not know who the fine gentleman is way over there, third next to Ray, that is Mr. Midnight in the Mountains, who has kind of exploded on the scene here under Rumble.
Midnight in the Mountains.
How long have you been here now, Midnight? 6 months or so?
Yeah, we're about 7 months now. Yeah, 7-8 months.
Yeah, so
I've been 9 total, but I didn't start creating until about 2 months in. I was kind of lurking around and testing the idea around Midnight in the Mountains and trying to bring Art Bell back, and it seems like it caught on. It seems so.
Yeah, and so
what month was that?
That was probably January, right?
About January? That. I would say I would think probably around February, March. I started in January for sure, but I think March or February was my first VOD.
So I'm in June. So you got me by a couple months. I got a lot of work to do to catch up. That's the point. I got so much work.
Dude, I started 3 years ago. So just to let you guys know, you guys still got a long ways to go.
Right.
I was here long before, like, the UI was just barely like an amazing thing. Long before the wallet, long before the API, all that fun stuff.
Dude, can Twitter shut up now? Can they just shut up?
About what?
If I have to wake up one more day and see 5 nerds that think they're challenging Rumble to be like, where's my Rumble wallet? Where's Rumble wallet?
Yeah,
shut the hell. God, I hate social media. Guys, I'm sorry.
Agreed.
I'm tired. I cannot stand the nitpicky garbage that we see on social media. So you know what? To all you nerds that think you're flexing on a $4 billion tech company because you're mad that the wallet is out, guess what? Merry Christmas. Shut up. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's already done. It's already usable. Get it on Android now before the beta ends and you can't get it anymore.
Yeah, well, apparently they're not taking any more signups. It was only open to the first 1,000 on Android, apparently.
That's what I read this morning, and I took my wife's phone because she has the Android. I'm like, click, 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 click. Like, let's get in on that right now.
Yeah, I got signed up yesterday, and of course, for those of you guys that are using our hub now on your profile page too, as well, you can also link your Rumble wallet. You can even have the picture with the QR code if you want, or you can just do a direct link, whatever is convenient. So I encourage you guys to go check that out. Let's see here. I'm just doing a social. So you guys talk amongst each other. You guys go ahead.
Hmm.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Midnight, my friend. It's good to have you, brother. Look, here's one of the things we've talked about this in Seven. What's up, man? Good to see you. We've talked about this in private messages, just like production quality and creativity and all the things that like you work through that I work through. And I think honestly on very different sides of the spectrum. Like you've got a very clear vibe. I've got a very clear vibe. We do a lot of the things similarly, but different, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I think we take the same road to get to where we're going, but we're going different places. Is that a good way to say it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely agree with that.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. So, but Midnight and I, over the last 5 or 6 months since I've been here, man, we've shared ideas, we've shared thoughts, we've been back and forth on like, hey, does this work? Does that work? What do you think? What do you think? And I say all that to say that like it's so important for us as creators to have people that we can sharpen our skill sets with. Iron absolutely sharpens iron, and to be able to have that safe place where like Midnight knows if he sends me a video 3 days before he releases it and we're like I'm helping him produce it, I'm not going to share that video. I'm not going to tell anybody about that video. Like it's his to release, but we're just trying to sharpen it. On the other side, like if I'm asking him some questions about what he's done and how he's done it, I know that it's a safe thing. Like that is so important to us as creators to have other creators that can help us produce, because we don't like none of us have teams, right? Like we're not like these big guys that have
working on
people on staff that are producing videos for us. And for us, we are original thought, we are thought execution, we are previs, we are pre-production, we are live production, we are post-production, we are video editing, we are graphic designers, we're doing all of these things. And the reality of it is, in the industry, like in broadcast and production industry, you're wearing 7 major, $150,000 to $200,000 a year job hats at the same time in an effort to put out what our content and what our quality is. And so I just say, man, I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that we've been able to have that relationship and work through those things. But in the spirit of that, man, talk about how you etched out what Midnight in the Mountains is. I know you're the super Art Bell fanboy, and you talked about Art Bell, and the first time you brought that to me, I was like, dude, I don't know who that is. I don't even care. Like, what is that? So, like, obviously it's had a big impact on you. So, but when you say, I want to bring Art Bell to Rumble, I would counter and be like, I just want you to be Midnight. You know what I mean? So, like, obviously that's an influence, but like, talk to me about where it started, how it started, how you got this very signature look and sound and feel, and how you've been able to find success since you've been here.
So that all started by being fired from my last job last year around this time. What is it, the 22nd? Yeah, literally to the year at this point.
That's amazing.
I was a creative director of a botanicals company for the last 8 years. So, I mean, like you just mentioned before, with wearing a lot of hats, from the graphic design to social media, the marketing, the branding, helping him develop other brands on top of his main one that he had, because he had a couple different companies. Another one was a botanical soda line that he was coming out with that actually is what ended up, I guess, having us part ways in the end, because it was going to be the first time where I was going to be getting paid royalties on the design that I put together for them. And again, it wasn't going to be anything major, but it was still the first time in my life that something like that was going to happen. And this is a guy that married me and Lady Midnight about 10 years ago. He went and got ordained just to make that happen for us, so on and so forth. So it goes to show, to the second point you brought up just a few minutes ago, on the ability to have some trust with who is around you. I have not been able to find that anywhere else past Rumble at this point, right?
Yep.
And I have to agree with you in the ability to reach out to a few of these creators. And I'm not saying everybody's a good seed, but we're always going to have bad apples here and there. But keep your eyes open and do your own research for yourself and emotionally. But besides the point, I finally found myself a few good men to be able to bounce that off of. And with that, I got let go. We ended up parting ways. It wasn't anything major, traumatic, blah, blah, blah. But I got to sitting here, and I'm sitting in my computer chair. I'm wondering what to do, because I've brought up Rumble to that company for about a year before I ever even thought of doing it for myself. And that is, I have to say, getting let go from that position was the last life lesson that I needed to learn, to be able to realize that not only am I able to do this for myself, but I can make money doing it for myself as well. If I just spent the last 10 years doing it for all of these other people, making them money while still getting
Yeah.
a paycheck, obviously, but
Yeah.
why am I not turning those skills inward? So I'm
Mhm.
sitting here, I knew that I had a bit of a reprieve. I was able to take the time and think about what I may or may not do. Gaming was a small part of it. I've tried doing it on Twitch. I've tried doing it on the other platforms, and it didn't have that vibe. I mean, again, I just started back up multi-streaming to Kick, and the literally the first stream, all the entire chat is follow my channel or I won't stop spamming you. Follow my channel or I won't stop spamming you. It's all bots. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I going to do here? Because every platform's absolutely garbage. But I've had my eye on Rumble for about a year and a half talking to these two. They went out and they spent all the money. They had the road pod mix set up for 4 people. They wanted to develop a podcast in the botanical industry. They had the Procaster 2, the nice board, the $800 board that I miss terribly at this point. I want another, but we'll work on that. But besides the point, I keep telling them to get on Rumble as soon as possible because this is where the next rocket ship's going up. And if you
Mhm.
want to make it on YouTube or it's difficult there. But I had this overwhelming gut feeling when it came to Rumble. So when I got let go from that company, I looked at my wife. I was like, now is the time for me to finally try to create something for myself. And like you said, I've been a very big Art Bell fanboy and Coast to Coast AM fanboy most of my life. He's put me to sleep. He's told me many of the stories that I know about conspiracy, the evidence, the names in the government that he's had on over the years, and what he was known for was being able to have that conversation with people without the judgment overflowing, without them feeling uncomfortable talking about the topics that was at hand at that point in time. So he would cover bases from government conspiracies to aliens, anything in
Mhm.
between those two spaces. And that's what I tell a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, you cover ghost stories on Midnight in the Mountains." I was like, "Yeah, that's just one very tiny facet towards the entire diamond,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the story is as long as it falls outside of our everyday life and normal reality, and it's a firsthand experience." So I'm sitting there at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doom scrolling through YouTube. I'm trying to find another Art Bell video to watch, and I noticed something in the YouTube comments. These are 5 to 10-year-old videos that I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through. He's no longer with us. He's passed away. And
Mhm.
each comment is just like, "Hey, I wish Art Bell was still here for this topic. Oh my God, I wish Art Bell was here in 2025. I can imagine what he would think about this." And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, now they have George Norrie. Coast to Coast AM is still apparently going on, but it's never had that same feel. They kind of get criticized on how they handle their guests and things like that. And I'm like, well, you know what? As a young man, because a lot of them are getting to the point where they're older, they're in the 60s, 70s, 80s at this point in time, and I don't see anybody picking up that torch. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I figured, I turned to my wife. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And again, like you said, Ray, to turn it into something of Midnight's, right?
Yeah.
They had back in the day the broadcasting networks, they had the syndication, they had the equipment, they had the entire room to do all of this. But I'm sitting there thinking, none of that's needed anymore. If you want to try to maybe not reproduce completely, but to get into that lane, we have internet phone numbers. We have ways to do this on a quote unquote budget. And I was able to pull that all together. So I use Google Voice when it comes to the public national phone line, right? That's
Yep.
easy. I use Discord for anything else outside in the globe itself. So thankfully to Tomby coming on as a guest, he was our first guest to bring us outside of the country itself, and that was an amazing win in my book to be able to see that Discord work, and I can accept anybody's call who's interested as long as they're willing to use Discord. And so I got to thinking, I'm like, why can't I do this? But at the same sense, I have seen many people go out, start these conspiracy or these firsthand experiences types of podcasts before,
Yep.
but they're all sitting around a desk. Some of them may do the IRL out in the field, like going to Gettysburg
Yeah.
here, but I wanted to bring something a little bit special and to that production value of sitting around a calm campfire and bringing people as close to me as
Mhm.
possible in a digital realm, right? So they might be sitting in their computer chair, but they are seeing the campfire. They're involved in the wood line. They see the thermal cam looking at the wood line of
Yeah.
seeing animals moving, and that was very important to me as well because I live in the middle of nowhere.
He does.
Weird sounds happen, weird animals are around, and I've been told before that I need to arm myself, but I've walked these woods for now 8 years on, and I've never seen anything to the point where it'd be too dangerous. Maybe a bobcat would roll up on me or a coyote, but I mean, I have a stick and I have a knife usually. Sometimes I'll bring my
Stick and a knife, dude. You're
out.
good. Look, I'm telling you right now. If you have a stick and a knife, then
That's it.
you got way more than you have in most survival games.
I mean, it
Just
really all
right?
depends. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen that video of the guy that, basically he took a video of himself. He was walking on a trail. I forget where, but he turns around and there's a mountain lion behind him.
He shoots it.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, he didn't shoot it. He didn't have a gun or nothing. He turned
that's a
around.
different one.
He's walking backwards and he's trying to scare the cat off. And I mean, he was within like just, literally feet of being attacked, which is crazy. And really quick, shout out special thanks to Rum Michael for
Yes,
donating
Rum Michael.
to tether to the stream to the
Let's
Rumble
go.
wallet. Let's go. If you don't mind, Midnight, we're gonna try to do something here.
Go for it.
Okay, we're gonna give you a spin on the slots, Michael. Because of course you donated 2 tethers. So anybody that donates, anybody that subscribes to the channel, gives gifted, whatever you guys also get.
What is the exchange rate of tethers to shroot bucks? That's what I want to know.
Well, shroot bucks is nothing. Tether is actual money. So there's that.
It's a joke.
I know that. I know shroot bucks are really nice too as well. Hopefully, maybe.
Hey, also, big thanks to Gaming on Rumble for the front page feature.
Yes,
we're next to Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. So
that is amazing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And everybody in chat, Blank Chip, we're going to answer your question here in a second. Lady Midnight, Gigi as well, who is helping. That's awesome, Gigi. We really do appreciate everybody being here and joining us on the Saturday morning. Mr. Kelly, welcome on in. Ickman, thank you as well for the follow and for coming and hanging out. And so let's do the real quick thing. We're going to do the slots. And then we do have a question about who is Art Bell. And we're going to kind of answer that because he was, I almost want to kind of say, I don't want to say he was in the same vein as someone like Alex Jones, because Alex Jones is different entirely. But he kind of was in the sense that he was a very niche creator. And he did a lot of really cool things talking about paranormal stuff, aliens, all that other kind of stuff on AM radio back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael, this is for you if you're watching. If you win, you win. I'm not sure because he doesn't stream yet. But I'll figure it out.
I jumped into X's stream and I won.
Yeah.
It wasn't this. It was his stream.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, Michael, you lost. We tried. Thank you for playing Not Rigged Slot Machine on Tools of the Trade.
Break it down for us on Art Bell, my friend.
Yes, so Art Bell. So he was basically born in 1945. He was an American broadcaster and author. He was a founder and the original host of the paranormal theme radio program called Coast to Coast AM. And so how was it for him, as you were kind of growing up and listening to him, how did he kind of influence you in kind of taking the art of storytelling basically into the middle of the mountains? Because it's true, you guys, if you've ever tuned into his program, and I've been, blessed. I've been blessed to be on his show. He literally will take, you take an Amazon, what was it, one of the Elon, whatever, I can't think of the damn name of it.
Starlink. Yep.
Oh, Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Starlink into the middle of the mountains, and he does his show live around a campfire. So fill us all in.
So, I mean, Art Bell, since I was a kid, a lot of people now, Pudge will say he hates it, but I have that whole ASMR thing, right? So when certain people talk and when certain people are telling stories, I get relaxed and those feelings come over from the back of my neck all the way down. And I found that Art Bell was one of those voices that would just instantly put me to sleep in the sense of not only giving me knowledge of what they were talking about and who he was bringing on, but the way he was presenting it as well. So as I was growing up, I'm sitting here, I've been infatuated with conspiracy, which at this point, a lot of it's no longer, especially with government drops and certain paperworks and things like that being released. Mm-hmm. But I always thought of the question of why and what if. Those things have kind of reverberated with me for many, many years since I was a kid in middle school, late elementary school. I was always, I shouldn't say that I was always told I was the weird one, but I always asked question upon question upon question. And I noticed that Art Bell was that same type of person. He always wanted to really dig deep into whatever story was laid out in front of him. He gave the space to the person that he had on as a guest to tell that story, but at the same sense, he reciprocated with very specific questions himself afterwards. And I wanted, because he was the same type of person where he didn't have a lot of firsthand experiences himself until a little bit
Mhm.
later in life. He actually started to have some shadow people experiences
Yeah.
himself on his own household out in the desert. And once that started to happen, I have a situation when it comes to my dream state to where I've here on Rumble have called two certain situations that made the news. One was a tragedy in India, where about 19 people got trampled to death. And I was on Rumble at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had this dream about being in India. My face was in the mud, and people were just running scared over me all over the place. And I said in my morning coffee show really early, to keep an eye on India within the next few weeks or so. I have a feeling something tragic is going to happen. And lo and behold, when I bring up the article, I see the exact same wooden stakes, like their queue line of getting into this body of water, and it was the same thing that was in my mind. And then the secondary part of that was when I think it was the congresswoman and her husband who ended up losing their lives in the front door when that guy
Yeah.
came and
Yeah.
attacked the two of them. I woke up again about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And from what me and B Money were able to kind of dig into, is that when I woke up was about the same exact moment when that situation went down and they hit the floor, so to say. And from that moment on, I just realized that I needed to talk and I needed to bring as many people into my life, not only for my own gratification, but for the planet at large, to let people open their eyes and their minds to realizing that there is more to this reality than we think there is. Grant you, I'm not going to sit here and I think that this is 100% true or that situation is 100% true, but there's no reason not to ask why or what if.
Yeah.
Why did this happen? How did it happen? And how does that affect you as a human being going forward in your lives? And I've had amazing stories come to me very early on in this show's life already when it comes to vaping, when it comes to pudges
Yeah.
specifically. His blew my mind of sitting there being in a church full of people going over a sermon and having a demon be pulled out of a 17-year-old kid
Yeah.
in front of dozens and dozens of people. You can't deny that situation from happening, and then you can't go to bed that night not understanding that that was fake. I have to put that to the back end because I don't believe it. It's impossible not to believe when you have multiple people sitting there saying that it happened. And
Yeah.
then Pudge's sister come in the chat saying I was standing right next to him when it all happened as well. So there's just these stories and the experiences is what I'm addicted to at this point in my life. I don't get to do it every day.
Yeah.
I can't go out into the woods every day, but I try to do it twice a month of going out in the woods, setting a scene of like a Blair Witch Project type of situation.
Mhm.
I have the IR camera and then I have the thermal camera to catch any heat signatures. I want people to think and I want people to understand that this reality is truly something else and a blessing.
The vibe of that is so fun to me. Like,
Mhm.
there's just something about like a choppy black and white video that it gives its own feel. So,
Exactly.
I mean, we've had these conversations. So, like, obviously, Midnight knows I'm not like picking apart at him, but like when you have that kind of like glitchy black and white feel, like, is that a part of it? Have you achieved the look that you want? Are you trying to clean it up? Because I would encourage you to not. Like,
No,
you know what I mean?
I agree with you on that. I purposely go out and I buy a very specific $100 M because the one broke on me. Obviously, going out there is a really dangerous thing, whether it comes to weather or dropping a piece of
Yeah,
equipment on the
it's
ground.
dangerous in regards to equipment.
Yeah, very. I mean, look at the first episode, and we'll get into that in a moment. But that first episode, with it going on and having the situation happen as it did, I believe that's truly what got people hooked into the whole series itself. and why it became so popular afterwards, because they seen me as a creator willing to go out into these dangerous situations of taking this expensive equipment in the middle of the rain with a tarp over my head and thumbtacks to the trees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I was scared to death. I was literally, I was talking to my wife at that point. I was messaging her on the phone. Obviously I have internet out there, so I was able to, but I'm like, I think everything's going to be ruined in the next 30 minutes and I may not be able to do this again, but
we got a 30-minute show. But we got a 30-minute show.
Right?
I think that, like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, the reason
And I didn't
I'm bringing,
have the funds to replace everything at that point. So I was shaking in my boots, to say the least. But to the likes of Father Russell and to everybody who I reached out to who showed interest of something like this happening here on Rumble and wanting to be a part of it, I got my little red wagon. My son has a red wagon. I pack everything up on that red wagon. I cover it with a tarp, and then I head about a half a mile to a mile into the woods to this certain field where I went out with my Starlink satellite and tested, hey, in this very specific spot, I can get an internet connection that's strong enough to stream in the middle of nowhere.
Which is amazing.
And then it started pouring.
Thanks, Elon.
So the rain scared the hell out of me, but at the same sense, Ray, I don't have any plans to change the look. I don't want to go any higher in the production value. I get this with this $100 Amazon 4K camera because it has that very specific IR sensor in it. That is an amazing like 4K quality, but at the same sense, it reminds you of that 90s movie, The Blair Witch Project.
100%.
The old,
it's a vibe. It's an absolute look. And the reason I'm bringing this up, like so the whole point of this show, and we always remind our guests, like we are talking to people who are either young in creation. I don't mean people that are like children, but like people who are new in their creation journey, people who feel like they've hit a plateau in their creation journey. Like we're wanting to arm people with tools and understanding. And sometimes tools is thought process, not just like equipment. So like, you know, one of the things that happens when we're as creators, like we start creating and then we're immediately like, oh man, but like this person's camera is so much better. I need to spend the money on the camera, or this person's mic is so much better and I need to spend the money on that. Can we talk like what your thought process, what your strategy, what the things that you and I have even talked about, you know, in the DMs over the last couple months, like how do you create your own look and feel and vibe and understanding like, hey, I got to do the best I can with what I have, but how can I be satisfied with my branding, my vibe, my look, my appearance without constantly having that lust for bigger, better, stronger, faster?
I rely on my community for those thoughts and those feelings. If I'm seeing people come into my chat and enjoying themselves, if I'm seeing people not complaining about audio quality and things like that, obviously you want to get to a certain point where it at least sounds decent. I'm a budget type of person. I don't have a lot of money in my life. I have a full-time job with 2 kids at home, but at the same sense, there's avenues out there to where you can enter in. When I first started this streaming journey, I had nothing. I had a really crappy webcam and I had a really crappy microphone. I want to say the microphone that I had was the Rode PodMic, but I didn't have anything to attach to it. A lot of people said that you weren't able to use the XLR to USB-C connector, but I said, you know what? I'm going to spend the $8 and plug it directly into my laptop to see if it's going to work anyway, because it is a dynamic mic, and it did work. So at that point, that gave me that little bit of leverage just to continue forward into it. And then the secondary thing that I ran into as the problem was taking that microphone outside to the campfire. I had this 10-foot long cable that I was like literally dragging over the fire and melting it every single time that I went out there. So then that pushed me into, hey, what is the not the cheapest, but at least a balanced area of getting into the wireless lavalier microphones? And that's when I stumbled upon the Hollylands. And those Lark M2s, like I have it on my lapel thingy right now, they are an amazingly awesome sounding device for a budget. Now, grant you that gift that you're giving away, I would much rather have one of those.
Look at the segue.
There we go. What is that?
Now, that device itself is the coup de grace. Like that's something that I would love to have in my life, but that's not going to deter me from moving forward with my creation process and wondering that, oh, you know what, just because I don't have these Shure's mix doesn't mean that I still can't create and have the vibe that I want. So I very much so think the amount of effort I put into my tools of the trade per se
Yeah.
is very, very little. The biggest thing that I concentrate on is how my community is interacting with me and what can I do to make them happy, make them inspired, and make them keep coming back. You can get a good webcam, you can get a
Yep.
Logitech C22 that's 1080p, and you can make it. There
Yep.
isn't no reason to sit there and think that you have to spend $3,000 just to get started in this industry.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, and you know, and what's cool too that a lot of people maybe they don't think about or they don't realize when you build a good community around yourself and you're looking at getting maybe some hardware that you just can't afford at the time,
Yeah.
you can put it out to your community, be like, hey guys, this is what I'm kind of saving up for, and there are
Yep.
people in your community that
Yeah,
are
they'll help.
more than willing to come alongside you and also to help kind of get some of the equipment that you need as well. And so I mean,
That's exactly what happened on mine.
yeah.
Look,
The
Go
the
for it.
Hollylands came from EOD because I came on and they seen the situation of the cable being melted live on the one episode of Midnight in
Yeah,
the Mountains, and I was like, guys, I got to change this out. The very next day, I threw the Hollylands up on my throne, and as fast as I put it up there, Enemy of Death was gracious enough to buy the first set, and we finally just got another set now for Lady Midnight because it was a Black Friday deal for $50. Like, you
Nice.
can't beat that, you know
No,
what I mean?
no, yeah.
And then secondary to that, they also know that my entire stream for the last 9 months has been run directly on one laptop. Even when me and Lady are on the same stream, when we're doing our like split stream of having both our games and cameras and microphones
Mhm.
up, that's all ran through an MSI Raider G78. Grant you, it is a good laptop, but is that going to go far into the future? No. But one day, my buddy Dylan came up to the house and he dropped me off a motherboard and he dropped me off a case. It was for an AM5 socket
Yep, yep.
AMD, I'll pray for you, bro.
processor.
No,
I'll pray for you.
he's talking about. Yeah, I know he's talking about. Yeah,
And then literally
he's
right
speaking
after
my
that,
language right now.
right? So right after that, I ended up putting a processor on my throne. What I didn't check was the socket at that point. It was an AM4
You got the wrong
socket.
one. Yeah,
EOD bought that, right? So that's sitting here. I ended up just giving that one away to Dork Girl, which I have to ship that out to her within the next few days because I'm late on that. But then I ended up putting up the AM5 socket that I did need, and Del Taco ended up buying that one. So you
Nice.
can absolutely, if you're doing justice to your community, if they like you for who you are and you're giving them the content that they want, there is almost without a doubt that they would be more than willing to help you get to where you need to be. Because the only thing I'm missing now to get that community built desktop, to get rid of the danger of this laptop breaking and then Midnight disappearing into the ether because I can't reproduce
Yeah,
everything that I
yeah.
set up, that I'm a graphics card away from having that safety in place. And that is because 100% of the Rumble community, because that desktop doesn't exist without you guys. The RAM, the new camera that I have in front of me, all of these things have either been donated to the channel or purchased or donated through Throne via money. And I can't I can't stress enough the having to be humble and thankful towards those who are surrounding you with that type of
Yeah,
love.
for sure. We got someone in chat, Reanimator's in chat, and she's been recently like blowing up and doing all the things on.
Yes,
on
she
Rumble.
has.
good.
That's a friend of yours, Tex, right?
Yep, I have
yeah.
known Reanimate her now since Beam. We were on Beam together way back. We were talking about last night's stream, like 8 or 9 years. I think we've known each other.
Yeah.
And it's been cool to see her grow.
I bring her up because she is ridiculously talented and creative, like just super creative. And you kind of like touched on this a second ago, Midnight, but I'd love to get your reaction to like this statement. Like, you can buy cameras, you can buy microphones, you can buy the best computer that you can possibly build. You cannot buy creativity.
Nope.
Yep.
You cannot. You cannot buy personality. You can't buy my social ability and being able to speak with others and make them feel comfortable. And a lot of the times, that's a natural talent that you develop over your lifespan anyway. In my own personal case, that came my ability to be comfortable and make my guests feel safe with what they're about to talk about, because not Grim Hollywood's brought it up. A few of them have brought it up on my show, saying this is something that I've never thought that I would be able to have the audacity to speak of in my own life. I don't talk about these things, but for some reason, Midnight, I trust you because every time you speak with one of your guests, there is no judgment in the voice. There's no concern over whether I'm crazy or not, and that's the whole point. And I developed that over the last 36 years through a lot of pain and turmoil, seeing what's gone and what ravaged my family and
Yeah.
activity that surrounds some people. And I put the kibosh to it. I'm like, I'm not going to be that person. Who am I to judge another soul when I've gone through things myself, whether it's
Yeah.
drugs, the rest? So I got to the point where I'm able to speak like that to others, and it kind of vibes out, and people see, like you mentioned, the aura. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Duck, as well. Appreciate that. Welcome on in. You know, and that's, I think, the one thing, because I remember when you messaged me about coming onto your show and doing Midnight in the Mountains. And if you guys have not seen it yet, I know you've been desperately trying to get, I think you're going to get EOD on, right? Isn't he
Yes,
supposed to be your next guest?
on.
And every single time that you go to do it, the freaking weather has just been kind of a bear lately.
Way past being able to put the equipment in a tent. I'll tell you that much. The last storm that hit was ridiculously bad.
Yes, I know. And so how do you kind of, I mean, originally when you were doing this, like your wife had nothing to do with it, which is Lady Midnight, who's hanging out in chat right now. How did you kind of get her to kind of come on, and you guys kind of morphed it from being just what you're doing like up in the mountains to kind of doing like your gaming streams with your wife? What was kind of the genesis behind that, and why did you guys decide to do it?
The genesis behind that is her wanting to feel like she's providing something to this family. She's been a mother of my two children now, and for the last 7 years, and she's been very antsy of trying to get something started and being able to do something past just the motherhood part, which, grant you, she's always been a little worker bee herself, but at the same sense, somehow we're very blessed to be able to have one of the parents stay at home. That just doesn't really happen anymore.
No,
right?
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
it's not a thing at all.
So and it's very, I mean, it should be, and it's very, very sad that it isn't, obviously, but somehow, some way, we came to the conclusion, no matter how broke we are, no matter what we have to sacrifice at this point, that she has to stay home and she has to raise these kids at least until they're in school. So next year it's going to be a whole different ballgame. But at the same sense, I can see it on her face that every time that I come home from work tired, or that I started the stream, that I'm putting all this time and effort into gaining what little bucks we can bring into the house to keep us going forward. I seen that pain and strife on her face, and I was like, listen, what you can do is come in and be a part of the Rumble community, because she was always a very reserved girl. She didn't have many girlfriends, which a lot of women out there don't at this point, but she didn't really feel like she belonged anywhere. And I was like, this place is different, Brittany. I was like, come on, start interacting with the community, and what you can do to help this family and this dream of mine is to just be there and be my partner when it comes to being on the platform itself. And that's exactly what she did. She started going to Pudges. She started coming to everybody else's channels and just being a part and offering help where she can when she could mod or this or that, because she's sitting here watching the kids and she has her phone. She has access to the laptop, and she has those few minutes of times to be a part of the community and the chat at that point. And that's where she started to grow herself. I mean, at the end of this month, we are going to be finally starting to start her own stream. And then there is another avenue of being able to have a little bit more input towards what we grow as a family without her having to actually go out and get a part-time or a full-time job outside the home or away from the children. So Rumble has fundamentally changed my life, changed my family's life, and I cannot thank them enough for those opportunities if you're able to sit and think of the ways to navigate through it all.
Yeah, and I think that's important to remember, because, you know, Rumble gets a lot of heat from a lot of people for no reason. I mean, you know, you think about the crap they say online, and it's like,
I'll tell you the reason. Well, it's because
they can't control it.
No, the reason is the people that cry the loudest have the worst freaking content that I've ever
Well,
seen.
that's true. That's very true.
And
I know,
they
and I'm
suck at it,
very.
and then they want to whine about every single thing and make every excuse. Look, you guys are getting 18-hour days on set, Ray, today. You're getting
I know that. Bring it, Ray.
all the way on
Bring it.
No, like when I can't even see you and I can't hear you, and I come into your chat and I will give you 5 minutes, right? I will come in your chat and I will chat 4 or 5 times over the course of 5 minutes.
Yep.
And when you never look at your chat and you never say hello, and you never, whether it's me or others, and I'm not just talking little people, I'm talking big people.
Yep.
Like I'm out. I'm totally out. But what I see all the time is these people with like their garbage channels that do garbage things. They offer nothing. They have no personality. Somehow they're in the creator program, and then they want to whine about the fact that they have to do things in the creator program. Dude, you should be happy you're here. Your CCV is like 5. Like maybe, and out of the 5, 3 of them are your devices on your desk. Like I don't know what to do to help you out. Like so. Like I get so tired of like this backlash against Rumble coming. Like if you are doing the thing on Rumble, if you're killing it, and you have opinions, great. But if you're making excuses as to why you're not growing and you refuse to look at yourself, I have no patience for that.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
I
couldn't agree with you more.
This is an 18-hour workday Ray, everybody.
Yeah.
Which is great because I mean, and Ray speaks a lot of truth. I mean, it's kind of funny because, even like Ray and I don't know, a month or so ago, we're talking before DreamHacks, we were talking about doing like a media kit and stuff like that. And I will tell you right now. I know someone was like, oh, Ray's a cult leader and stuff, and we're like, oh my gosh, really?
No, look, literally, I got told that I look like an industry plant.
Yes,
on this platform. That my camera's too good, my audio is too good. I was like, thank you, mate. I think, thank you, like whatever.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know.
That's how I'm taking it.
What we're talking about, and it was like he's too cookie cutter, and like look, I only know how to be me. I only know how to like be what I am. And honestly, I will give that. Look, I'll even say the names. It was the Cancel This Podcast guys. They went hard on me for Midnight. Actually, is the one that showed it to me. If I'm being honest with you, he messaged me. He was like, "What the heck is this?"
That's where he got it from. Look, I was wondering where he got it from. I was like, how'd you find that?
So that all came up. But like honestly, like I was like, watch this. I went right after the guys. I was like, hey, let's talk about this. We did a show like 2 weeks ago, and it was awesome. And like, I think they're great guys. I think that they were totally misunderstood what's happening. And when we got to the core of it was basically this. And these are not the only guys. I'll call all you guys out right now. There was a lot of people in this community that were like, Ray's been here for like 3 minutes. Why in the world is he at Rumble? Like, why is he at the headquarters? Well, I got news for you. I live 3 hours away. It's easy. Like get over it. Like has nothing. Like I mean, this guy only has 500 followers. Why in the world do we care? Okay, that's cool. If you're going to judge me based off of a follower count, then that shows the ignorance that you have. Because I believe that like what we offer the community is way larger than what our follower count is on a growing platform. Look, 6 months in, 600 followers, 100 followers a month. I'll take that for right now. Like I'll take that 7 days a week. But like, even beyond that, I do think that for some people, and it may or may not be the cancel guys that dealt with this, like there's an amount of copium that people are going through right now where they're like, I don't understand, like why is this stream getting featured and why is that stream getting featured and they seem like a small creator and they're this or that, because we offer something. We offer something. And so like again, like if you are a streamer or a content creator, and we're going to jump into this actually with you Midnight, because I want to talk about your philosophy on this. We've been hitting this for the last couple of weeks, but if you're a creator that is stagnant and stuck and is not growing, it is not the platform or anyone else's fault. Like none of us, and I can promise you this, out of the 3 of us that are on this show right now, none of us are signed to any exclusive promotional deal with Rumble. Okay. We are all in the premium program. We've all earned our spot in the program. And for me, I've earned my spot to continue to be in the program over the last 5 months. I see guys that get in you see it. They're on their Twitter page. Oh my God, I'm so lucky I got in the content program. I'm in the content premium program. And then they don't, in the first month, they flush out.
Yep.
And it's like, it's not like nothing against you guys, but like these metrics are stupid easy. Like
stupid easy.
Like I watched 10 days of people melting down because we had to get 20 active chatters. I get 20 active chatters on the first of the month, every month. Like it, and
just to throw that out there real quick, Gigi, I do not secretly work for Rumble, but go ahead.
No.
My development partner tries to throw me under the bus.
And the point that I'm making
Right.
is like I am the smallest of the small account, and I'm telling you these are not hard to accomplish. Like let's keep it real. The fact that anyone would make a series of podcasts about me is idiotic. I am nobody.
Yeah.
The dumbest ways
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
about me. I know you do. You've told me you're nobody, right? What are you doing? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And Real Tomby says, plus time on platform does not correlate to anything. Networking is massive.
Yes,
Content
it's
quality is
bingo.
massive.
Bingo.
Interaction by
It's
far the
all
biggest.
networking. Like
And-
that's
and
That was
Tony,
exactly
that's
why
true.
I got to where I'm at, is networking.
But I mean, Hemp says he's like surprised that he's still in the program. And Hemp, honestly, dude, you do a great program. When you sit down, you talk with people. I mean, Hemp was one of the first people that I met coming here
Yeah.
to the live streaming side of Rumble, and he was everywhere at the time. I mean, of course, there was I think only 16 of us doing the gaming. Fox, Lumpy, XLS, Hemp. There was very few of us actually doing it. So, it's amazing to kind of see how the community's kind of grown and kind of ballooned on its own. And, when Ray first came to Rumble and he was asking me, he goes, well, what's kind of the secret sauce about being here? I was like, just go in and hang out in people's chats and their streams and just network and just hang out with people. Same thing that I told Soltech too, when he was asking me about Rumble, what kind of makes it tick. Like, it's the community. Go and spend
100%.
some time in people's chats, go and spend some time talking to them. And you'd be amazed at the flood of support you get from the people that are here, because Rumble, we're bred differently here. You know what I mean? We actually care about each other for the most part. I believe.
I mean, we
wanna
can
see each other
disagree,
succeed.
but we still are
100%.
cool. Yeah.
And so
that's the beauty behind it, because that's the entire ordeal of my morning coffee show, is that I want people to disagree, but at the end of that stream, I love it when all of us leave. We all say, I love you, have a good day. And then everybody that just disagreed comes back the very next day to have different opinions again. I want to be able to breed that Rumble breeds the ability to have debate without it being some demonstrable subhuman action at the end of it all. We don't have to attack each other personally. We don't have to go after each other's personal lives when we have different opinions. And I've been very happy with doing the morning coffee thing to prove that still exists.
yes. And do you guys do me a favor, everybody in chat right now? We're going to try to break something. If you guys can spam emotes, I would appreciate that. We'll see if that actually works. I'm pretty sure I got
in
the
the background
emotes.
just broke. Look, that's how professional I am right now. I don't even know what it is, but we're gonna watch it. We got something
check alerts.
behind me now. I don't know what it is.
Okay, there we go. All you sexy people in here. Sergeant Wilkie, welcome on in. Good morning. And Blank Chip, again, thank you for the 5 tether too as well on the Rumble wallet. All right, we're gonna try to do. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you guys. Grim Hollywood, the 2K from Santa Fe. I mean, the 3K.
The 3K from LA. Player. What up, player? Please. I wish I had the Grim Hollywood voice. I can't do it. You know my favorite thing about Grim Hollywood, honestly, it's his laugh. I love when he breaks. He's like,
Dude,
like
you should
it's the
have
most real joyous thing of all time to me.
Have you ever seen the one where they had him doing like the Chewbacca, where he was doing like his laugh and it was all Chewbacca from Star Wars? Oh my gosh, dude! I'm going to send you the link later. It is the funniest thing. And that was made by the community too. So
dude, Grim Hollywood also just freaking mucked it on Green Man's Rumble Rundown last week.
Yes, the 2K from Santa Fe.
Yes,
that was awesome. I loved it. But Grim says it's because I feel free to laugh freely here with the family. Dude, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about like just the whole community here, the community acceptance, and I don't mean isn't acceptance like kind of a dirty word right now? Like
kind of
a little bit, yeah.
I mean, like it's not like that. Like but it's like the fact that people genuinely aren't in here mongering.
Yeah,
they're not.
I was gonna say one thing I need to do. I promised Blank Chip that we give him a spin for the 5 tether of the slots, and so we'll figure it now. Blank Chip, do you stream here in Rumble 2 as well? I can't remember if he does or not.
No Monger Zone.
He does. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do, if you do win the spin, then you get your choice of overlay package from nerdordie.com. And this is kind of weird, you guys. It's giving me like 2 separate spins. And I don't know why that is, but if it wins on my side or wins on your side, then I'll make sure to honor it. Okay. So this is the not rig slot machine, and we appreciate. Hopefully it working. Wrong sound effect there, but I'll try next time. You got Rage, and you got Rumble.
Oof.
Let me see live stream.
Rigged.
Yeah, we got Black Rumble, we got Ray, and we got me. So there we go.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's doing it two different ways. So we're seeing it one side on ours, and then another freaking over the stream overlay, which is freaking crazy.
Weird. Reanimator says that she loves the slot machine. Dude, I told Tex he needs to start selling this thing, people. Dude,
well,
people
dude,
love it.
If you guys go and check out hub.rumbot.org, the slot machine is there for you guys to use. So
like I said, Tex, you should have sold it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I'm very close to making
Instead,
call
he gives it
available
away.
publicly too. That's another thing that Rumble forces people to do, is not forces, but I mean it
encourages.
Encourages in Vapin and Tomby. I was never a coder in my life. I learned Visual Basic and C++ in high school, so on and so forth, but I never had the brain to be able to sit there and type line by line by line out and make these systems work. But the one good thing about AI is that you can leverage that to build the back core end of things and then start to nitpick your features and so on and so forth. I never would have thought that a green screen bird would have turned into the system that it is today. And I get yelled at about removing him sometimes. Like, if someone can't feed this bird a digital character and get that response, it's ridiculous. I get yelled at so much about it.
Well, and that's what's cool, because your community kind of comes around what you do, and the special time that you take to make something for the community, and they embrace it. You know what I mean? And they appreciate it. I love that. And welcome on in, Wishnick. Good to see you. Happy Saturday,
dude. Wishnick is a Rumble legend. Wishnick's a goat, dude. Like, if you guys don't know Wishnick, give Wishnick a follow. She is as supportive as anyone.
Yes,
as anyone. Hey, Midnight, I want to ask you this. So, I had a great conversation this last Wednesday with Mally on 1v1 Me, where we talked about Rumble and the stance of Rumble and politics versus gaming and all those sorts of things. But in that conversation, we also had a great conversation about like the future of Rumble gaming, the future of game streaming. I think that you're a really important person to kind of rehash this conversation with, because like, yes, you do gaming streaming. Like you are on the gaming platform. You play Fortnite with your wife. You play Arc Raiders right now with everybody. I mean, I'm sorry for that for you. I hate that you're spending your time that way, but like, you guys are
listen. I mean, Arc Raiders. Agree to disagree there, Ray. I fucking love the game.
Yeah, that's great. I love it for you. But here, maybe I'm wrong, but help me. I think that your success on Rumble has been more in like the Midnight in the Mountains show, and not gaming. Okay.
Surprisingly, it's been the morning coffee show more than anything.
Okay, again, it's a talk show. You're reacting to what's happening at the news. I jump into morning coffee 3 or 4 times a week as I'm driving to work. I'm risking my life to watch your show.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm watching you while I'm driving in.
Remember, kids, don't drink and drive and watch streams. But go ahead.
Don't stream and drive.
Please, and please don't interact with the chat like JoJo Guns.
do you? I mean, and honestly, I had this conversation at the event at Rumble a couple weeks ago. Like, I took great offense in June or July when Nick and Tim and Doc and everybody were like, gaming streaming is dying. I think the way they said it was wrong, but I think in some ways I agree with them. Like, I think that the days of building a channel on watch me go play Arc Raiders is kind of over. I think the days of watch me 360 no scope trick shot jumping off of high rise in Call of Duty, and now I've got 1 million viewers because that's over. I think that content creation has evolved, and even the gaming streaming like platform, I think it's gaming lifestyle. It's content that's built around the things that gamers enjoy. So it's games and movies and collectibles and board games and card games and comic books and like and really just like in our cases, news and some politics. And there's all these things that we talk about, but it's so much more built now on who you are as a creator and not how good of a gamer you are. Like, look, Shroud, who has evolved a lot. Shroud might have the most cardboard paper bag personality I've ever seen. This man has made millions of dollars by being the single greatest gamer on planet Earth and sitting on a stream and being like, yeah, that's weird. Okay, look, he's around the corner. And like, that's all Shroud does. And there's like 100,000 people watching him at a time. That's not the thing anymore.
It
And
isn't.
even Shroud has become more vocal and worked more on like talking to his community and having the just chatting moments. But like they call it just chatting. I call it podcasting. This show is technically a just chatting show. We got 400 people in the chat right now, hanging out with 3 nerds on a Saturday morning. This
Legit.
like this is where it's going. True or false?
It is. It's absolutely true. That was one of the fundamental things that I thought about even before starting the journey 9 months ago. Is I have a love for gaming, and I'm going to get into it here in some detail actually, because without the mixture of the two, none of my 3 things that I do here on Rumble would be working, right? So I knew that I couldn't just rely on gaming, but I also knew I wouldn't be able to just build out the other 2 shows without the support of the gamers itself. And Pickaxe and Pudge have a really good thought process towards this as well, going in the future, of how politics and gaming and news and gaming is starting to intermingle with each other. Because to be quite honest with you, gentlemen, without gaming on Rumble, Midnight in the Mountains, the show, wouldn't be where it is today.
Yeah.
So again, people want to start to interact with each other and their lifestyle and who they are as a human, not just who they're killing on the stream. I agree with you completely on that, because I do it to relax, man. I work during the day. I'm at the offices.
Yeah.
And when I come home at night, and especially now that me and Lady Midnight have finally found something to do as a couple, because again, we would enjoy our little tidbits here and there, but we were struggling to find things to do together.
Yeah.
But so at that point, we decided to bring her on at that. And when I started to do the gaming in the evenings, that's the opportunity that I take to start asking my community, my friends and family all around me, what they are interested in. So I'm sitting there playing some games, but at the back end of it, I'm starting to line up guests for the Midnight in the Mountains show, because I'm talking about it. I'm saying, hey, what kind of experiences do you have while I'm playing Arc Raiders or I'm doing this? And that's how I got Pudge on. That's how I got Vapid on. That's how I got Grim on. The fundamental base of Midnight in the Mountains and that paranormal ghost story conspiracy stream was born out of gaming on Rumble. So again, to the fine point of what you brought up, is gaming on its way out as a singular notion on the platform? If that is all you're doing, I do believe you're going to struggle without a doubt of getting yourself out there in front of the crowd that you wish to do. But if there's something that you are extremely passionate about in your life, like myself with Art Bell and the conspiracy, and having those one-on-one conversations of getting to know the experiences that a human being has gone through, that they shake each other's hands, they scratch each other's backs at that point. I wouldn't be where I am now with the morning coffee show or Midnight in the Mountains without gaming, but I knew that if it was just gaming, I wouldn't be anywhere. So I agree with you completely.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Kelly says gaming ends up being chatting and hanging. I don't game enough. It's why I'm making AI videos and funny clips on the side. And I think really, for all of us, Mr. Kelly, I think it's, you can kind of pick and choose. Like, he also made a great point earlier about the do-it-yourself stuff. There's not enough DIY stuff to do here on Rumble. And that's very true. I've been trying to get my brother over here to make he's a mechanic by trade, to do some of those things. And of course, once they get search and stuff fixed and kind of really dialed in here on Rumble, it's really going to cause the platform, I think, to explode, which they just released Search 2.0. I haven't really checked it out yet, whether or not it's good or not, but there's a lot of amazing opportunity for you guys as creators here to kind of plant your feet and be like, I've been thinking about doing this, and take a step out and try to do it. And
just try it.
You never know.
Look, I'll be honest with you, man. Like gaming on Rumble and like making some dumb gaming clips is what kind of pulled me back into streaming, because like I'd gotten some traction and some PUBG content that I was putting on Twitter, and then PUBG started like actually featuring my content and sharing my content, and then I was like, well, I might as well start streaming again. I haven't done that, and then I came to Rumble and I was like, oh man, this would be great. Like I'll clip farm. Like I'll if no one watches, I'll have high quality VODs that I can use to make these clips that I'm making and all this kind of stuff. But then as it's gone on, I mean, I found myself very quickly, like, a lot of people don't know this, but maybe some do, like podcasting was really my start of content creation for sports and for football. And so there's a journalistic side of me that I developed in doing that. And so like, there is this just like talking head part of me that was unscratched. And so as I've even evolved in the 6 months that I've been here, which is really like no time at all, I went from 100% being a stream that we like opened the show and we jumped in game, or we opened the stream and we jumped in games and off we did. And if people came in, they came in. I don't open a stream now without doing at least 45 minutes of content topics. Like like me and my buddies, we've developed multicam. We've got multicam scenes, and it's me and the same group of people that largely play. There's 2 or 3 of us that are going to be on every night, and then we rotate with other people in the community or people on Twitter or randoms or whatever it is. But we know, okay, tonight we're on live at 9:30. We're going to talk about the new Moana trailer. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about, the fact that Call of Duty still sucks. We're going to talk about why do I keep trying to play Arc Raiders and hating every minute of it? And like, we do all this content, and then I'm telling you, my show and my viewers grow exponentially during that segment. And then we hold them for gaming. Like, gaming will always be a part of what I do.
Yep.
But it's becoming a smaller part of what I do, because I think that having that ability to do shows like this, to do content like this, to do 1v1 me, bro. Maggie and I have done some stuff, like all these different things. Like, that's actually scratching my itch as a creator. And then as a gamer, it's like, obviously I'm super into gaming, but like, I mean, honestly, I don't think people want to watch me play video games. Like, I just don't think they do.
You're kind of trash, bro. We'll just throw that out there.
No, it's for sure. There's no lies. No lies detected at all.
I say the same thing. I be very honest with myself, knowing that my gaming streams aren't where I'm going to be successful, but it's a great portion to make those connections that I need for the other ones that are going to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so what do you and Meg have coming, Ray? Can you fill us in, or is this like super secret stuff?
It's super secret.
Super secret stuff.
Super secret. Dude, I got stuff cooking all over the place. You guys are going to be tired of me. It's like, why is this guy on this?
Dude, I already am. What are you talking about, dude?
Why is this guy on?
Like, we've been waiting for you to leave for 20 minutes now.
I know.
Yeah, that was right. Are we done yet? Are we done with the show? Can we just?
Oh my god!
We're
supposed to be done in 2 minutes. Oh my god! What are we doing? No, but again, like this is. Look, I'm gonna say it like this: if I can do it, anyone can do it, right? If I can find community, anyone can find community. Like, just straight up, flat out. Like, in 6 months, it's difficult for me to say that I don't feel like I'm a part of this community. I definitely feel like I'm a part of the community.
You should now, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and in 6 months, but in that 6 months, like, there's programming that I've done programming with Grim and Pudge and Mally and you and literally like so many people that are moving and shaking on the platform. And beyond that, the people that you earn that trust, back to the beginning of this conversation, like the people that you trust to produce with you, the people that you trust to dream with you, the people that you know are going to be honest with you and tell you if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Like Meg and Kev, like we're talking 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm a lot of time it's me leading and being like, look, I know there's a different direction I need to go. I don't know how to get there. I'm not going to rush it. But like 1v1 me, bro. Like, I had that concept the very first week that I joined Rumble. I developed what I was going to do for 6 months before we ever launched it. And the only reason we launched it is because the opportunity presented itself. And I was like, here's a great opportunity to start. Let's do this. Let's kick my butt in gear. Let's actually do what I've been saying I want to do. This show with Tex, I was on the platform for 2 weeks, and we developed this show, like maybe. Yep. And it's one of my favorite things that we do. I mean, every Saturday morning priority is for me, like, this is what we're doing. My family understands that. And so the point that I'm making is, like, there is no restrictions on this platform, and probably in any platform, to put out the content that you believe in putting out. The question is, are you going to do it or are you not?
Exactly. Yep. Bingo. Are you going to take the step or not?
Yeah. So what does your future plans look like going forward? I mean, are you going to, do with your Midnight in the Mountain, you do your coast to coast, for lack of a better term, show? I mean, are you looking to do it like more? Are you still going to kind of keep it to twice a month? I mean, how do you feel?
No, to be quite honest with you, I want to get to the point where it is a weekly thing. So the trouble with that I'm having, one, is the winter issue of being able to make that scene and that production continue to happen outside with the weather and so on, being in the Northeast. But I do have plans on being able to rectify that situation. And then secondary to that is just growing myself and doing the networking when it comes to being on X and the rest, to bring more and more guests on the show as well that have those types of experiences. Luckily, I haven't ran out yet. There's plenty. And again, there's plenty of people that have had weird things happen in their lives, but I do want to hone in more so, it's been a very broad spectrum, general type of topic thing each week, or on the guest. It hasn't been a laser topic. So I want to get a little bit better at and at honing in each episode's kind of main feel. You know what I mean? I want to keep it away from just generalized and bring in 1 week of this or 1 week of government, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of growth in the future when it comes to Midnight in the Mountains. Morning coffee is going to continue as is. I do that every day of my life anyway, because I mean, I wake up with my coffee and now I have my community, and I feel like I get to use my actual voice to speak my mind on what's going on this planet, in society and politics and so on and so forth. All of it's on the table, and I welcome everybody to be that same way, because I think the fundamental thing we're lacking is the heart and having that platform or that space to be able to share our opinions without thinking that we're going to get doxxed or so on and so forth. Now, obviously, that's always going to be a problem, and there's always going to be that danger or percentage chance that it may happen. But I have to say, I feel very comfortable being who I am here on Rumble, and morning coffee has been a blessing to me, not only to me, but usually on average 40 to 70 other people to voice their opinions as well. And us as Americans and us as human beings around the world cannot lose the sight of using our voices and voicing what we're concerned about, right? We haven't even had that chance for many, 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 many years. And Rumble may be small and it may be grown now, but this is absolutely the place that is going to crack that core open and allow that to bleed through in society. I truly, truly, fundamentally believe that.
Because free speech breeds free thought breeds creativity, creativity breeds content breeds community. I mean, like, we got to understand that, like, the opportunity on Rumble itself is bigger than just aligning with a platform brand. There's so many platforms there, and platforms are popping up. There's going to be more platforms that pop up, but the core value of free speech unlocks us to be able to do whatever it is that we want to do and say whatever it is that we want to say. And I think this too, like, obviously that's within reason. Like, I don't think you need to be up here like spewing like a whole bunch of hate and things like that. You know what I mean? But we are allowed to be who we are. And then like, to me, like, I think it's so funny, people that are always saying, oh, don't get doxxed. Dude, show up. See what happens. I encourage you to win the
1187 literally a hand reach away.
I encourage you to play stupid games and win stupid prizes.
Hey, it depends on what state that you live in, right? I mean, like Texas is also a FAFO state. You're going to mess around, you're going to find out.
Dude,
I know Florida is too as well.
FAFO state, dude.
Dude, you guys have the most amazing sheriff. I forget who he is. He's like,
I love that man.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, you come in, someone breaks into your house, shoot him. We can't get there fast enough. Go ahead.
I wish I could save us work and time.
Dude, Midnight, you need to pull this up on your show on Monday. It's one of my favorite things. The press conference that he did, he was like, he was like, if you hit a cop, like, you're gonna wake up in the hospital.
Yes.
Like he walks through like the whole line. He's like, if you run, we will chase you. If you get in our face, we will silence you. If you attack one of our own, you will wake up in the hospital. And if you attempt to kill one of us, then we will call your family and tell them
that your dad passed away.
So, oh my God, it's incredible, dude. But again, like, I think that this platform and the community this platform is building has a really great opportunity to revolutionize, again, creativity, because of what we just said, that freedom of speech is freedom of thought, and freedom of expression leads to creativity, and all those things that we do. And again, like, just stop making freaking excuses and do it. Like honestly, if you're watching this show right now and you are like, oh, I wish I could make content, I wish I could have a chat with 400 people in it, and I wish I could this, and I wish I could that. Like, dude, like, all of us that are sitting on this page right now, like, have had some success in streaming like that, and none of it is for any reason other than the fact that we started to do it.
Yes.
Like, we did not talk ourselves out of doing it. We did not sit back on the internet and complain about all the things that are wrong. We literally have people in this community that are running every script they can run to determine. They will take this show and they'll be like, there's 400 people watching the show. How many of them are bots? Well, my determination is that 17% were bots and 16% were real people and 32% were just reviews. And Ray had 15 tabs. Like, dude, stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Either you have something to say and a creative expression, or you don't. It's that easy.
Yep. And I think that's
It is.
important, that
Yep.
that's what makes Rumble so awesome, is the fact that we can basically have free speech and we can just be ourselves here,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kelly says Grady Judholm, best sheriff. Mr. Kelly verified. Why did you shoot him 120 times? Answer: we ran out of bullets.
Ran out of
Yes,
That's pretty good. Rainer says, I also think that people who are constantly calling out botters is a waste of energy because no one cares beside them.
Yeah,
I think again,
that's
it's
true, too.
jealousy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, of course Ray couldn't have any viewers because my content's better than Ray. Great, dude. I hope your content's better than mine. Like, can we get to that point?
More power. More
Do
power.
you know how excited I am? Midnight in 6 months. How many times have I messaged you and been like, brother, I am so stoked to see what's happening on your channel? How many times?
At least a dozen. At least.
Like,
Mhm.
dude, like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Like if what we got to understand, you hear it say like rising tides raise all ships, and Rumble is young, and like we're building this together, dude. I need you to be successful so that I can continue to be successful. Like.
Yep.
This is a symbiosis in our community at this stage of Rumble. There will come a day that Rumble is big enough that like what you do doesn't matter to other people as much. But right now, we have to kill it. We need to kill it. And like, I'm so stoked. Like there's no one that's going to pop in this chat right now that I'm going to be like, I really hope that your content fails. It's never gonna happen.
No.
I don't
There's
want
no
you to
need
fail.
for it.
If I wanted you to fail, I wouldn't give up every Saturday morning of my life to talk about ways that you could be better.
Yeah, and I think people also have to realize too as well, you guys, there is 8 billion people on the planet, over 8 billion people.
Yep.
Bingo.
Okay, so if some people go to say Ray's stream, or some people go over to Midnight stream, that's okay. That's all right. There's still like 707 million or 7 billion 999 million 999,000. So you know what I'm saying?
I was not aware there's going to be.
We just have not.
Yeah, I know. I can't think math right now. I apologize to everybody in advance for that. But I mean, there's more than enough. So just be supportive. Go out freaking and just hang out and just meet people and just have a great time. Now, I will say though, when you do that, okay, don't be like one of those people that just come by and be like, hey, I'm a streamer. Here's my channel. Go follow me.
Yeah.
No, that is incorrect. That's just not the way to go. That's
also does not work at all.
No.
Follow for follow does not work at all.
Exactly. Now, if you want to advertise yourself, please donate $5 to the channel, and then I'll let you go ahead and promote yourself. So at least I can go out and get some food out of it.
Ickman says, if the boat sinks, we all go down, and like the proof is the pudding. How many times we've seen that? What was the site that just went down like a month ago? Like I forget, it was a smaller streaming platform, but like just like a month, 2 months ago, totally deplatformed all their users. Sorry guys, not working. We're shutting down. Like
I can't remember that.
But I can't remember who it was either.
What was that? Did you say now?
The streaming platform that just shut down like a month or two ago. Text. There's a smaller streaming platform.
Oh yeah. It was like Stardy or Stardew or something, whatever the heck it was.
I don't know. But the point they're making is now all of those users, all of those creators who should come to Rumble have to go find a place and rebuild their whole community. Yep. Like to that point, like I can't say this louder or prouder. Like I would rather see you succeed.
I think
Tex and I stream. Noise. That's right. It was Noise. Yes, it was Noise. Thank you. Tex and I stream together video games, if not once a week, 3 times a week sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And both of us talk to each other's communities and chats.
Yep.
I spend more time in my chat when Tex is with me going, dude, guys, leave my channel. Go to his. It's better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you're going to be more entertained probably on any other platform. I'm just stoked to be here and be a part of the community, man. Like that's what it is. Mr. Kelly with the $2 says buy this.
Dude, thank you very much, Mr. Kelly. And because of that, you get a spin on the slot machine. And so you're actually getting a 2-for-1 because we're seeing it different on our side. I'm watching it live on the stream here. So whatever which side
chances to win, you're letting them like either way that wins.
Yes, either way that wins because like right now, you guys, it's not our bot that's causing the problem. So if you guys do want to go check out the hub.rumbot.org, you do have the slots there, but we're using EVMux to do the show. And for whatever particular reason, like on our end, it shows one thing, on your end, it shows another. I don't know why. I need to reach out to them.
Double the chances.
So you get double the chances. Are you ready for this, Mr. Kelly? I just want to say, are you ready for this? You should. Okay, here we go. Here's the spin on the not rigged slot machine. And if you win here, whatever, then you get your own choice of an overlay package. You lost over here on our side. Let's see the live stream.
What happens IRL? it's so wild.
This is so weird. It's got to be this way. Yeah, no, and he got goaded twice. Sorry about that, Mr. Kelly. You lost the not rigged slot machine. Appreciate you,
dude. Tomby in here. Tomby's also a super like supportive Rumble community member. Says noise.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Just being a Twitch plugin in the end.
Oh, really? That's it, Tomby? Yeah, I don't honestly, dude. I don't miss Twitch like at all. I don't. I'm still a partner over there. I don't do anything there. Like
I don't have any reason to be anywhere other than here.
Yeah,
I turn my stream on, but that's about it. Yeah, and then I see all the bot chats come in. I'm like, well,
yeah. And I'll buy the best viewers here at suchandsuch.com,
Yeah.
right? You're just like,
Look,
okay.
if I was a better content creator, maybe I'd be in multiple places.
Go there
Like,
instead.
I think the thing for me right now, like I believe in this community and I invest my time in this community. And I'm not saying that's an exclusive thing. I'm not saying that like there will never come a day that I don't try to do Twitch or Kick or YouTube or whatever again. But the point is like I don't have the community there. And like I've said this for the 6 months that I've been here. I am chasing the feeling of being 16 years old, hanging out at my buddy's house with 3 or 4 of my buddies, passing a controller around, playing Smash Brothers and WCW, NWO Revenge and Madden and 2K and all of the things. That's what I'm doing in this community with you guys. You people so to do it. Other than Arc Raiders, because I kind of hate it. So forget that game.
Yeah, I know, but you're still playing it. It's a love-hate relationship.
Play with
right
me
now.
and I'll change your mind.
Is that what it is? I still haven't even played it yet.
Here's
I still
the
haven't
problem.
played it yet.
Here's the problem. And Danny, I love you. Danny, you might be watching this. If you're here, I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'm not trying to call you out, but this is the thing. Danny is so methodical in his games that he plays. Like he wants to go in and run the missions and do the things and craft the I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to come home from work and go farm mushrooms to sell at a digital green market. I don't care. Do not care. And if I have to go look for mushrooms and apples and pineapples and harvest Stardew Valley vegetables to go then to some digital like salesperson to be able to buy the ammo that I need to be competitive, you've just lost me. I'm out. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to get 3 guys with me to run free loadouts and go try to frig people up and laugh dying and failing, cool. I'm in. Like I'll do it.
That's what
the sandbox of it is good enough. I don't want to do it. I made Danny really upset the other day, and I didn't mean to. I've apologized. We loaded into Arc Raiders the other night, and we came up on a group of people. We heard them talking, and I tried to do. Guys, I swear to God, I tried. Like I tried to do the Arc Raiders thing. I wasn't like friendly, because I'm never going to do that. But I walked up and I was like, "Hey, who's this guy that's talking? What's up, guy?" And I'm trying to be conversational in Arc Raiders. I'm trying to like learn. And then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by like 10 other people. And I said, this doesn't make me comfortable at all. I know what's happening. And then at that moment, an Arc attacked us. Like one of the Hornets attacked us. Well, everyone ran inside and me and Danny fight this Hornet off. And Danny's like, that's kind of grody, dude. Like we're the only ones fighting the whatever. I don't care about that. And in the middle of that, one of the guys of the 10 that were surrounding me hit me with an incendiary grenade and set me on fire. Okay. Now at that moment, I was like, okay, we're already dead. I can't fight off 10 guys. It's already over. So I shot a guy in the head. I was like, you're coming with me. Like if I'm going, you're 100% coming with me. And Danny felt like I had started a fight with 10 other guys. I had to literally show him the replay. I was like, no, dude, they were already killing us. Like,
yeah, Ikbon, thank you for the $1. Appreciate that.
That's where it's tough for me because like I just want to go in. I don't want to try to make a relationship with you. Like you're my enemy. I'm gonna kill you and take your loot. I'll loot. I'll go survive that way. I'll load in, kill you, take your stuff, and get whatever I get out of it. But no, I'm not gonna go find 3 mushroom caps and 2 pieces of wheatgrass, and then now your workbench is better. I have no.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm addicted to the PvP part of it myself. Lady Midnight, on the other hand, she likes doing all the little tidbits.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of. I mean, the game itself looks absolutely beautiful, and
beautiful.
And Ikbon, we'll get you a spin on the slot machine here.
Game is beautiful. Sound design is amazing. The soundtrack, literally, I'll buy it on vinyl the minute they release it. That soundtrack is the best gaming soundtrack.
If you want a really good freaking Arc Raider soundtrack, you go check out our music.rumbot.org.
Plug,
nice. Dude, it is great. I'm serious.
Dude, I teed that up so high for you. It's like we meant to do it.
Look, I know exactly. So go there. You guys check it out. There is an Arc inspired album, and actually there's a couple. That is really, really good. I mean, Gore has been just knocking it out of the park. So the one that it is called The Extraction. It's Arc Extraction. And so make sure you guys go and check it out. The album is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Kelly says, I'm not putting down any Twitch streamers, but a lot of the time in Arc, you just see people getting shot by people going friendly. Yeah, dude, here's the thing. This is my belief. The content creation of this game is going to die because creators are like, okay, let's convince this team that we want to be their friend, and then we're going to turn on them.
And then betray them.
Yeah, and we're going to betray them. Well, everyone's doing that. But then now everyone's mad. Yeah. Like literally, how many, like, I cannot, who is it? Barbecue Penguin just started playing Arc Raiders. If you guys know Barbecue Penguin, he's a great, again, across the pond friend of ours.
Yep.
And he's a FPS guy. He's a Battlefield guy. He's a competitive guy like I am. So he goes in, he kills people at Extract, and he's posting screenshot. You're a rat. You should never play this game. Uninstall this game. That's not how we do it. Blah, blah, blah. We don't fight each other. We work together. This game is best when we work together. I do not want to come home from work and make friends to help me harvest the fields.
I want to kill you.
Do it.
Yep. I want to set an explosive mine at the top of dam and watch all three of you die and have your entire night ruined.
Danny asked me, he was like, Danny didn't ask me. He was playing the other night, and he was in our Discord, and he was streaming the Discord while I was playing Battlefield. And he literally loaded into, what's the new area called? Stella Montes? Is
Stella,
that the new
yep.
Yeah, Stella Montes. He did not take 2 steps into the map before a guy killed him. Like he walked in, like he launched in, and a guy killed him, and I'm hearing the guy execute him, and he's like, I know, I'm a POS, blah, 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 and he punches him and kills him. And Danny said, what was the point? I didn't have anything of value. And I was like, brother, it's not about the money, it's about the message.
It's about the message.
That's the game, dude. Like, to me, let me go be the villain. Let me just go fight people. I don't care if you're mad at me. You want to flame me, dude? If Barbecue Penguin's like, I don't understand this community. I'm like, they're toilet paper soft, and I want to make them angry. Like, that makes me like want to play. But no, I don't care to go.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because if you guys have seen some of Fox's stuff that him and Grim just did,
yep,
this last week was absolutely brilliant. They go in pretending to be, friendly and all this other stuff, and then just turn around and freaking kill people, which is both evil and hilarious at the same exact time.
Did you see that those guys, they loaded in and then they ran into Schleppy and
yes, it was glorious.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now let's do this real quick if you guys don't mind for Ickbin for donating the $1 rant. Really do appreciate that as well. For the sugar for the coffee. So here's your chance to win on the slot machine. Now I don't know, Ickbin, are you a streamer too as well? Let me check. Looks like he is. Okay, very cool. Okay, so if you do win, you guys, the whole thing on the tools for the trade, if you guys donate, gift subs, whatever, you guys get a chance to win on the slots. If you guys do win the slots, then you get your choice of an overlay package from nerderdie.com, courtesy of Tools of the Trade of myself and Ray. All the money coming out of my pocket, of course. So, but courtesy of both of us because we both talk about it.
Rich.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm rich in like sugar right now because it gave us $1.
Yep.
So, Ickbound, here you go. If you win on my side or your side, you get your choice. The Not Rig slot machine. And you got wrecked, dude. Sorry, but Rumble.
But in the stream, are they going to win?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Live right now. I'm waiting for it to pop up on the live side. And looks like he got wrecked, and Rumble. So no, he lost on both sides. So here we go. Another one for you. Thank you for playing the Not Rig slot machine here on Tools of the Trade. So anyway, just had to kind of get that out there. We do appreciate you guys, and we try to make sure that we try to give back to the community because you guys have just been so awesome. And Midnight, because we're now coming up now on almost an hour and a half, which has been freaking phenomenal. I've thoroughly enjoyed this morning.
Love it.
Why don't you go ahead and do me a favor, kind of tell people more about yourself, where they can find you, what you got going on. Make sure you guys also down below, links are in the description for his X and also his Rumble. But yeah, take it away. Tell people about yourself and what you got coming up.
Guys, I refer to myself as Midnight. I live in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I try to do my best to have great conversations with as many human beings as I possibly can. Vapin and Ray being 2 of those human beings, and you guys in the chat as well. Most mornings, Monday through Friday, you will find me here on Rumble, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern in God's time zone, nonetheless. But where we go over politics, news, entertainment, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is that you want to talk about, one of my main priorities when it comes to that morning show is to have true conversation and not be someone who's just sitting here and preaching my own opinion towards you guys like it is rule of thumb and the law of the land. I don't take conversation that way. I don't want to put my own personality and my opinions on others and make them fall in line like that. Secondary to that, I do Midnight in the Mountains show twice a month. At this point in time, it has been a little lackluster on that schedule because of weather here in Pennsylvania, but we are working on rectifying that. Our next guest will be Enemy of Death. And if it is something that you're interested in, reach out to me, whether it's on X, here on Rumble, and you want to be a guest on the show, more than welcome to do that. We do open up a phone line during that show where any of the live viewers or guests can call in with their stories. I try to bring on 2 named guests, especially in the summer. We usually run until about midnight, start at 8, run it till midnight, have 2 named guests on to allow them some time to tell their stories. But in between that and at the end, I open the lines up to everybody. And then other than that, if you're interested in hanging out with us and just relaxing and playing some video games, getting some laughs, between my marriage, me and Lady Midnight, love to have some banter between the two of us. We crack jokes at each other and at you. You're more than welcome to hang out with us in the evenings, mainly every evening, but we do take some nights off to hang out with the kids as well. But yeah, Midnight in the Mountains, Midnight ITMS on X, and then Midnight in the Mountains here on Rumble. And this is my home forever. I love this place. Truly do.
It is better having you here 100%, dude. Rumble is great because Midnight in the Mountains and Lady Midnight are here
100%.
So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us. Ray, you got anything else that you want to throw out there?
No, dude, look, man, like you said, like I love the content that Midnight puts out. It's super unique and it's a whole vibe. If you guys have not checked out the Midnight in the Mountains show, go watch the VODs. It's just a cool feel. I mean, like
100%. It's really good.
People probably spend a whole lot more time and effort trying to replicate what you're doing than what you even have because you've just got that magic to it, man. It's so good. And like your story here, the way that you've exploded, I mean, it's absolute goals. I mean, I joke about the fact that I've only got 3 months to catch up to you, but like, there's a part of me, it's like, I really do. I gotta get there.
Listen, you know I love competition, man. I do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not just competition; it's a bar that we want to hold ourselves to. And so, like,
exactly.
I appreciate the
laughing about it.
Yeah, I appreciate the friendship. Appreciate the fact that we can bounce things off each other and have those honest communications and know that it's not going to leak out to anywhere else. So I appreciate you, man. I love what you're doing and cannot wait to see you continue to absolutely crush it here. You are one of the ones that we aspire to be, man.
Yeah. I appreciate that very much. And to add to that, guys, I know gaming is not for everybody. If it is just that certain content that you are wanting to watch when it comes to the Art Bell and Coast to Coast stuff and the one-on-one first-hand experiences content, all you have to do is hit the playlist button on my channel, and all of it is housed there, so you don't have to go and scroll through all of the droning of the morning coffee and the gaming streams. If you just want Midnight in the Mountains, the show, hit playlists, and each episode will be housed there here into the future.
You're the man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
And also, just want to do a special shout out, you guys. We'll be taking off next Saturday off because it's Thanksgiving Day weekend. So make sure you guys go and spend it with your family.
Yes, or gaming, either one.
Yeah, and gaming. And I wanted to let everybody know that I'm super thankful for the Rumble community. I'm super thankful for you, Ray. I'm super thankful for you, Midnight.
Yeah, man.
And for everybody that has made my journey on Rumble absolutely amazing. My good friend and partner in crime, Mr. GG 2015, who's kind of watching in the back end right now as we kind of code this bot together and we kind of do this crazy thing together. I appreciate you, GG. I just want to send that out there because with Thanksgiving coming up, I try to be as thankful as possible, really each day of my life, and especially coming up to Thanksgiving this year. I just want you guys all to know how much I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out, throwing, follows, tipping in the new Rumble wallet, subbing, all those things. Without you guys, like it's just an empty space. So thank you guys for making it what it is. And we're going to go and raid out to Amarek X, who's still kind of new here.
Yeah, dude.
He's
good
Oh.
people, man. Good
yes,
people.
he is really good people. So we're gonna go and raid him out. So we're gonna go big fat raid. But anything else? Last minute, you guys want to say before we head out?
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, guys.
See you in a couple weeks.
And we'll see you guys again next time. All right. All right, everybody. All right. Bye. Bye.
I'll
Have
see
a good
you
evening.
tonight. I'll be the guy shooting at you for no reason.